Okay, testing. Am I live? I do believe I'm live. Okay. Okay. Hello everyone. Welcome to another Blender for Korman stream. Today I plan on working on textures and other modeling stuff. But before I really begin on that, I wanted to address the door issue. See, I figured out what was going wrong with my doors here. Let me just select these objects. Boop, boop, boop. There we go, now I got the door. Oh. First things first, I'm going to turn on backface culling. Everything looks fine, right? Everything looks fine and normal? Well, Control A, scale. And suddenly now we see why these specific objects were not working right. Yep, when you apply scale, they were inverted because Cyan, when they created the doors, they just inverted these objects for these objects. So to fix that, we're just going to do Tab, select all faces, and I'm going to go to shading UVs and recalculate. And Tab just sets me into the editing mode, and I'm just going to recalculate all of these. Tab A, recalculate, Tab A, calculate, Tab. Woohoo! And now if I will go, and now these will animate correctly in the age, whatever age I import these into. So yeah, that's the door issue fixed. Okay. Yeah, so we don't really need the... I thought I hit save. Yes, save. Okay, I'm gonna close that down. So yeah, like I said, today we're going to be doing, today we're going to be doing, texture work. So yeah. Oops, that is not a texture window. That is my writing folder. Pod concept revisit. There we go. We're going to be working on textures today. So this looks completely different in full screen compared to my usual, scrunched up window. So let's go. Moola textures. I've got this whole folder of things here, but for the moment I'm just going to stick to my main folder. And I'm going to open up GIMP, which is an image editing software program. Oops, hold on. I do not want you guys seeing this. Hold on a second while I sort this out. Just a second. Window capture. Oop. I'm going to have to add new. What? No, that's not what I want. Hold on. Screw it. Let me just shrink that back down. And then that. Yeah, okay. Well, let me get that over to the side here. This, and then I'm going to create a new window capture. Create new, yeah, okay. And then I want to select my editing window. That is way smaller than I want that to be. Yeah, there we go. Okay, where are my other tool windows? That's... yeah, screw it. Capture. Okay, we're just gonna go straight to the... get that out of the way. Okay. So, yeah, so this is my, image editing software stuff. Yeah, we've got a toolbox over here stuff. We got, layer folder over here, brushes, etc. So we're going to, yeah, so I'm going to go to my Gerson textures here. I'm going to find Gerson's, let's see, which texture was it? I think it was, not that one, was it this one? Might have been that one. Anyways, I'm going to take one of my textures here, and we're going to see about adjusting the colors on it. So, how am I going to do that? Well, for starters, the simplest solution is to take another texture with a specific color, and I'm just going to set that to color. Or hard light. Ooh, that gives us some weird textures. Soft light. I'm just gonna adjust this slightly till I get something that looks, I don't know. Oof, that's not. Yeah, I'm just gonna be playing around with this, basically. What I'm going for is sort of a, more of a wet stone look. We need to go new layer, and then select a color here. Okay, and I'm gonna fill that. And color? Ooh. Ooh, yeah, there we go. Maybe if I set that like that, and then multiply. Ooh, hello. Yeah, okay. That looks kinda nifty. Into file, export. And we're calling it, by the way, yes, the agent now has a name. It is called, Gahlahno. Like it sounds, it is a very punny name in Dini, I will say that much. So, let me grab Gerson Stone 5. Ooh, that looks very plenty wet. I'm gonna merge that, and I'm gonna go soft light. Ooh, yeah, that looks nice and merged. Grain. Oop. Nope. Grain merge. Oof. Nope. Saturation. Absolutely not. Color. Yeah, when it comes to just when you look at a lot of the textures in Cyan's texture library, you'll see that there's quite a few instances of Cyan just well, they just take one texture, lay it over another, and they come up with something new. Let's see here. I'm gonna grab. I'm gonna grab this Gira striations. I'm gonna set that to. No, I don't want color. I want value. Oh yeah. Okay, actually no, I want burn. No, burn is too much. Dodge, difference, no. Okay, let's start with trying to get this to look right. Hue, ooh, hello, I like that. Hue, and then if I set that, oh, ooh, I like that color. I like the look of that. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna... So then this is gonna be... Cal Stone 5. Yeah, so we're just gonna play around a bit with some textures here. You might be thinking, well, just layering stuff is, you know, all well and good and all, but... yeah. What else can we do with textures? Let's, do something a little more complex. Jeez. Come on. Chisa, yeah, here we go. Chisa book map. Okay. What we got here is a whole mess of layers for a concept thing that I did. I'm just gonna leave it like this. I'm gonna just disable some of these. So what you'll see here is I've got a normal layer for this texture, then I've got a color layer for this texture, which is recoloring this book page color to the same shade of white as the map page. So if I add another layer of paper white over it, yeah, we got a thing. So what exactly am I going to be doing here with this? Well, for starters, I'm gonna go back to Gerson. I'm gonna take, I think I'm gonna take my maintainer symbol here. Yep, there we go. I'm gonna see what playing around with this looks like. Ooh, hello. Yes, that might work. But I don't quite want it just like that. So I'm just gonna select the edges of this. I'm gonna set this to normal. I said select that to normal. Okay, I'm gonna go Control-C-V, to new layer, and then I'm gonna disappear that. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna set this to, I'm just gonna play around with this for a moment. I have soft light, but that's kind of, yeah, it's a little too loose for the moment. So I'm just gonna come in here with my, actually no, I'm gonna come up with like erase a bit. I'm just gonna slightly erase the edges of my circle here so that it doesn't quite, stand out as much. So now we've softened this, and I'm gonna grab this, and I'm just gonna drag it over to a corner here. Yeah, that needs a little more erasing up there. Yeah, there we go. So now that looks like that is what we're basically going to make here is a little billboard sign. So we've got our sign here, and then what I did here with these pins is basically that same technique. I just circled a section of a texture and I shrunk it way down, and then I overlaid some other textures on top of it. So I've got a little journey symbol here, I got a key symbol here. Oh, so now we got this, yeah, we got this texture here. And, yep, nobody's still in the chat. But that's fine, I'm just talking to myself. That is fine, that is fine. So, what exactly is the goal of this, I guess? Well, I don't exactly know exactly what I'm going to be making this board for just yet. I have an idea that I want to use it for, but I think that maintainer logo that I'm using there is a little too big, actually. Layer, scale. I'm just gonna drop this down. Let's see, let's have a 485, 44, 242. That's good enough. Scale, there we go. I'm gonna take the maintainer logo, and I'm just gonna sort of center it up here at the top. Is that perfectly centered? Yeah, good enough. That is good enough. Actually, I'm just going to play around with the visuals of it for a moment. Hard light? Nope. Difference? Nope. That looks like it's been sealed in there. Since you turned on there. Green extract? Nope. No, I'm just going to stick with soft light. That gives me the look that I'm looking for exactly here. Kind of this sort of slightly water-stained look. So now, what other textures do I need? Well, I want it to look water-stained, so I'm gonna disable the map textures back here, and that's for a reason. Because this coffee stain texture... Nope. Yeah, there we go. This coffee stain texture is a little too small, so I'm gonna go Shift-P for perspective. I'm gonna stretch it out. Oh yeah, stretch that out. Transform. Now you see it's going over the edges there, right? Well, if I now set that to soft light, nope, I won't. Let's try hard light. Ooh, yeah, there we go. You see how that kind of just, now that has that, how it not showing the edges there? Yeah, that's pretty much what I want to be seeing here. Well, I'm just going to be grabbing these coffee stain textures. And because this piece of paper is gonna be in, yeah. Let's grab you. I'm gonna set that to soft. Nope, I want hard light. Yeah. Or, ooh, actually, no, multiply. Yeah. So now you see how we're gonna be reshaping this to look like it's been heavily water stained in places. I'm just gonna. Nope. That's all I want. Layer, transform, arbitrary rotation. Yeah, there we go. Now if I change it like that. Oh yeah, that works. That definitely works. Do that. Yeah. Down. I'm just realizing I made a stupid mistake by, yeah. I'm gonna save this file. Save as. Bookmap. Yeah, I started putting texture stains on here and merging them down on a layer. I did not want to have texture stains on it properly. Because I am a silly. I'm a silly Billy. Now if you notice if I go back to these and you'll see that there's the texture stain isn't showing up on there now. So but yeah, we're just gonna I'm just gonna keep grabbing the textures. Transform 9 degrees. I'm just gonna stretch and scale. And then that's gonna be grain merge, duplicate. I'm gonna layer, transform, arbitrary rotation. Let's click and drag that a bit, rotate. And then I'm gonna form. I'm gonna merge down. And now we see we've got a bit of we got some of this water staining texturing looking stuff. But now you're just thinking to yourself, Cal, what if I don't have these fancy water stain textures? I'm sure. Oh, I got 5 viewers. Hello, everyone. Yeah, you might be wondering what's going on here. Well, well, let's make a texture then, right? Go new layer, and I'm just gonna sort of I'm gonna go with a little lasso tool here, and I'm just gonna do this sort of weird shape. Edit, stroke selection, stroke that at 3. Yeah, that'll do. No, and then I'm gonna slightly lighten that. Edit, fill. Oh yeah. So now we see we got this sort of dark edged but light filled. Yeah, and then let's go grain merge. Oop, no. We're gonna see now multiply, burn. You can sort of get the sense of we got this texture now. We got our own little custom texture. It's not the same color consistency as the rest of that, but you know what? It's fine because if I set this to saturation, and then if I drop that down, yeah. Now see, now that's looking kind of like you got a water stain there, right? You might be thinking, oh, that's a little too much, though, isn't it? But if you start lining it up over the other watermarks, suddenly it just sort of starts, yeah. And this is the outline tool. So if I select that, edit, stroke selection, stroke. Oh, let's actually dump that up to a darker color. Edit, stroke. There we go. And now we've kind of got that sort of an outline around it. Which is admittedly a little harder to see, but it is there. Image and window. So yeah, now we've got a big old water-stained billboard thing. Yeah, that's all right. Duplicate that there. I'm just going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to stretch that out. Give it a little bit more of a different form. So we've got some texture on it now. What I want to do next is really kind of rough this up a bit more than it is. What can I do to rough this up? I've got rock textures. I've got all sorts of things. Do I have crinkly paper somewhere? Ooh, I do have wrinkled paper. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that'll do wonderful. I'm gonna soft light that. Ooh, actually, no, I'm gonna hard light that. Ooh. Soft light. Ooh, wait, no. Multiply. Yeah, and then I'm gonna lighten it a bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set this to normal, and then I'm going to set this to multiply. Yeah, now we're getting somewhere. That looks incredibly poorly maintained paper. That's stuck to something, doesn't it? Yeah. So this is all about. This is just what texture stuff for Uru is. You're just combining textures. You're making things that look kinda neat. Now then, the main thing that I need to worry about is my key coordinates, which I do not think I have a texture of. Key components. Nope. Delete layer. Key interface. Ooh, that's neat. Not what I want, though. That's close, though. Key interface 2. Oh, yeah, there we go. Now we've got the right symbols. So I'm looking for these 3 symbols. The 3 key coordinate symbols. So I'm just gonna go CV to new layer. Yeah, I'm just going to copy and paste these to new layers. Control C, Control V to new layer. Go back down here. I want Control C, Control V to new layer, and then I'm just going to get rid of that. Okay, so Gahlahno, as I've previously established when it was still named Touchstone in the last stream, is an age that is going to center on using the key GPS system. So, yeah, I gotta grab these and bring them right down here. That way I have easy access to them. Come on. Okay, so, if I recall, yeah, okay, so this is angle, distance, and height. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to first take our angle, I'm going to take our distance, I'm going to take our height, I'm going to put that up there. Okay. And then I think I'm just going to merge these 3 layers together. Merge, merge, yeah, there we go. Now, multiply, nope. Burn, nope, because it's bright white. Grain merge, nope. Divide, nope. Subtract, aha, there we go. Now they look like black printed ink, sort of. I'm going to fade them a bit, though. Yeah, okay. That looks acceptable, I think. So, yes, this sheet of paper now is going to be, it's going to host coordinates on it eventually. Yeah, no, actually that key symbol, the maintainer symbol is still too large for me. I'm gonna shove it. No. Layer scale. I'm going to cut it in half again. I'm going to go 121. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. And then, which layer was it? Which layer was it? That was that layer. Ooh, no. Need to doop. Down, doop. Merge down, okay. Doop. Yep, okay. And then I'm just gonna grab you. Nope, wrong layer. I'm going to grab you. Yoink. I'm gonna increase these back to full sharpness, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here with my blur tool, and I'm going to smudge them a bit. Yeah, go. So those are all roughly at the right height, and then they should be able to give roughly equal amounts of text and whatnot. So, yeah, that is a document of backing of some sort. And honestly, I think that is probably the place to leave this particular texture. File, export, chord map. That's where I'm going to leave the texture stuff for the moment. I'm now going to open Blender. We're going back to our Touchstone Age file. But before we do that, I'm going to the age names, and I'm going to call it Gahlahno. You may be noticing, oh hey, this looks funny. What's that? Nothing. That's what it is. So this is the age as it has currently been built out. As you can see, it is a big old area that I've created now. You might be thinking, Cal, this is entirely too big. It is entirely too big, isn't it? Yeah, well, we're still rough. I've still got to finish roughing in the terrain and all that. But for the moment, let's get started applying some textures to things. So this is my big old cave chamber for this. So we're using, let's see, which texture is it? We're using hewn rock, and that is material Gerson Stone 3. So I'm going to remove it. Yep, just removed it. And now I'm going to create a new texture. And I'm going to name this Gahlahno. Sandstone 3. I'm going to go to my PNG folder through Blender. I'm going to go to G. Looking for G. Galstone 3. Woohoo! And now we've got new texturing on there. But I can't really see it, so I'm going to go to Shadeless. Yeah, something seems a little weird here with that particular texture. I'm going to actually not use that one. I'm going to go to G. I'm looking for Galstone 5. Yes, there we go. Tab. Okay. I'm going to go unwrap. Whoa! Cube project. No. Smart UV project. There we go. And I'm going to get rid of backface cloning so I can actually see what I'm doing here. I'm gonna stretch this out and try to make it sure that our lines line up. Which is actually easier said than done. You know what? I'm just gonna do Cube project. And then I'll stretch it out. Ah, yes, that looks much, much better. Let me get that lined up. Yeah, there we go. Now if I put... Oop. That seems quite dark for that texture, doesn't it? Well, let's take a quick export to the age and see. Now, something to note here is that when it's going to start up, it's going to give me an issue because I've renamed the age. Yep, this message. So, it's saying all of these have the same sequence numbers. And so my original Gahlahno touchstone stuff has now been renamed Gahlahno, and so it's giving me this little bit of an issue. It's not going to load the age like that, so I'm going to test the age and export it again. This time it won't give me the issue because it's originally, if I just kept exporting it with the original name, it would just keep exporting with the existent name. It would have kept overwriting the same files. It would have kept the names. Everything would have been kosher. Because I've now renamed it, it's got this issue where it needs to get rid of all the files that are conflicting, and you got to restart them from scratch, basically. Which I have done many times with various projects. I just wanted to get it out of the way now before we got too deep into this because I have the new name for the age. Let's link in and let's see if this particular texture change looks good in game. Come on, load in. Ooh, yes. Another thing you'll notice, I got the fog working. I will go over that in a minute. But yeah, now as you can look at the rock face here, you'll see that it's kind of got this repetitive chipped pattern to it, which is the look I want for this section, actually. Look at that fog. Oh, yeah. Now, as the doors open, working functionally and proper now. Whoosh. So if you watch, you'll notice that there's a gap in there that I fixed on the other side. Right here, there's a gap as the door opens. If you see it, it goes whoosh. Yeah, I fixed it over here. I've put in some wall stuff there. Anyways, yeah. Wow, you can barely see a thing. which is exactly the intent I was going for. Boy, though, that is a lot of fog, isn't it? Whee! Yeah, there is a lot of stuff going on here. Now, before I get more into building the age out, we are going to, let's see, actually, let me just, take out the desktop capture. Yeah, there we go. Now we're focusing pretty much entirely on Blender at the moment. And I'll take out the taskbar cover. Actually, no, I'll just leave that on. It's got good filler at the bottom. Okay, so, texturing. The main issue this age is facing at the moment in regards to texturing is that when it looks fine in Blender at this big drawn out scale, but like when you're down there at the ground level, it's horrendously and obviously blurry. So, Hewn Rock. Back to my textures. Gal. Stone 3 had that really dark blue hue to it. So, I'm going to get rid of Garrison Stone 3, yep. Gal Dark Blue 3. I'm going to go open, G, Gal Stone 3. Now we've got this. I'm going to select it all. And I'm just going to really just stretch it out. The point, it's like... Actually, no, hold on. I'm going to unwrap first. That just looks really awkward, doesn't it? Well, I'm then going to go Smart UV Project. No, I'm going to do Q Project. And then I'm going to stretch and stretch and stretch and stretch. Now, normally, you want to avoid having really repetitive, obvious texturing like this. Cube. Like if you get it that bad, it's horrible. It's very obviously to notice. But if I'm keeping it roughly, yeah, about there. Yeah, about there should do. Q project. Boom. Okay, I'm gonna stretch this almost to the point of it being obviously noticeably repetitive. Now, you might be asking yourself, Cal, what are these giant rock spires supposed to be? Well, that's a secret for the moment. But yeah, if I go... Now, if I'm gonna go back in the age, you'll see that it is more, it is going to be a lot more, well, it's going to be a lot more of a, how should I put it? It's going to be a lot less, it should be, at the very least, be a lot less, glitchy and glitchy textury looking. Like, it shouldn't be, this is a very large place, and what looks good in Blender with it very shortly UV mapped looks really horrendous in game because you're looking at a very large texture very up close. So what you need to do is you kind of need to scale it down. Step outside, and oh, look at that. Now suddenly, this doesn't look glitchy and textury. Like, yeah, this looks properly UV mapped. Woohoo! Now, where is everything? Yeah, here's a giant rock spire. Woohoo, woohoo, woohoo. Yeah, now that I've scaled that out, even though it looked really... now, if I didn't have all this fog and I was able to see everywhere into the distance, it'd be really, really easy to see the repetitive texturing. But because I have all of this mist covering everything... I mean, look at that. You can't even really see it until it's right up close on top of you, right? Yeah. Okay, so what now? That is the question. The next obvious thing for me, at any rate, going back to Blender here, I'm going to open a specific Blender file that I have here just to quickly check the object names. Delin import. Yeah, there we go. Let's see here. This should be... oh. Can you see? Nope, you're still focused on Gahlahno. Give me a second here. Let me save Gahlahno. Close it. There we go. Now we have Eder Delin. Okay, so we have Eder Delin here. And what do I want from Eder Delin? I want its maintainer marker. I want this thing, and this thing. And what are these? Maintainer marker cracks, maintainer marker, and maintainer marker draw. One of these has a collision object. Ugh. So, these are what I want. Maintainer marker draw, maintainer marker cracks. So, now that I've verified these, yeah, okay. I'm going back to Gahlahno. Can you see me? No, I'm still on Delin. Anyway, so I'm just going to close Delin down. Okay. File, append, Delin import. File, append, Delin, object. I'm looking for... maintainer marker, maintainer marker, maintainer marker. And do we have any? Nope. Nope. I'm gonna get rid of that blended thing. Yeah, let's go here. Let's see, what is that texture type set to? Set to color. Aha! There we go. Now I can see it. Okay, so we have our little objects here. I'm gonna make sure that I have these set to our outside pond page. Yeah. Okay. So we are going to set up a maintainer marker in, because in just about 20 minutes, Sky is Blue is going to do another cooking stream, and I kind of want to join that, so I'm gonna... Okay, so... Oop, hold on. Let's go back to these. Objects, transform, origin to geometry. And now we see where our objects actually are. Whee! All the way over there. That was really far away, wasn't it? Okay, so... Okay. Going to take this object, and we're just gonna kind of roughly... That's not the alignment I want. I'm just gonna take this object, this set of objects, and we are going to... let's see here. I want to... Oop, no. See, the thing with maintainer markers is they are supposed to be pointed in certain directions according to their zero line, at least theoretically. It's a logic I've been working under that, like this alignment, there we go. And then I'm going to do Control-A, scale, whee, backface calling. Is anything the wrong way around? Nope. But just to be on the safe side, I'm going to recalculate that, just to be on the safe side. So yeah, we now have a maintainer marker mesh with if you look at the mesh here, you'll see it's got those cardinal directions. So I'm going to go into this, and I'm going to create an empty object. This is maintainer marker chord, and I'm going to add maintainer marker to it. Maintainer, positive Y is north, positive Z is up. So, I'm setting this to calibrated. Now, for the moment, I'm just going to lift this up above it so I can actually see what I'm doing here. So, here's the thing. I'm still never sure which way is positive Y and which way is negative Y. I know which way is positive Z and which way is negative Z, but I don't know which way is positive Y and negative Y. All I know is the green line is Y. So if I rotate on the Z axis, I want my maintainer marker to have been pointed with that green line going this way. So, the question is going to be, did I get that lined up correctly? I'm going to test the age again real quick. It's doing the SDL stuff, yada, yada, yada. Really need to fix that. Not that there's anything to fix, it just is the way that it's doing it now, and I'm a little annoyed by that, but that's fine. It's fine, everything's fine. I'm not upset. It's just slightly tedious. That's all. So, question is going to be, when I open my Kai, and I have my Kai calibrated to key coordinates, will I be standing on the zero line? No, I'm not. So let me drop down onto this. No, I think what happened here, check. No, I think I have it backwards. So, no, that's not my zero line either. Where's my zero? It's my 5, okay. No. Here's... Come on. Okay, that's my 624. Okay, so this might be where my... Okay, time to fidgetedly figure out which... Where's my angle? Maybe just way too close for that. Okay. Okay, I want... Aha! 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 2703. So now that means that my 0 line is actually pointed... Yeah. It means my 0 line is pointed off in this direction, which is not the direction I wanted. Yeah, that's... Okay. That answers that question. Okay, so... What does this mean for our marker setup? Well, it means that this little guy, RZ, and I'm just going to turn it, doop. And that means that should now be pointed in the correct direction, I should hope. Hi, MSK. Yes, I probably did help you in Uru Live once. I've helped lots of people. I have definitely helped lots of people. Actually, yeah, there's Uru. Okay, Uru showing up. There we go. Yes, I have helped many people with Uru. And here I am building an age for Uru. We're fussing with key coordinates at the moment. I've done some textures earlier, and yeah. Yeah, we're just waiting for this to finish loading. Okay, moment of truth. 118 to 100. Okay, you know what? Up. Come on. I know I'm here. I know I can find it. Come on. Another side step. 28. Close enough. Okay, I have my 0 line pointed in the correct direction now. Which means that if I stand in here... and then if I were to fly mode upwards... Whoop! Boom. Yeah, right above this door here. Yeah, ha ha ha. That means my my coordinates are now pointed in the correct direction, which is going to be very, very useful. Yeah, I have I have this little bit here. Whee! There's gonna be a waterfall pouring through there eventually. I'm gonna have a little signboard in here with a map of something here eventually. We shall see how that all works out. Let's see now. It is 5:50 and is Sky is Blue open online? Not yet. No, she's not online yet. Okay. Anyway, so we have our key coordinates now in alignment. I'm going to sink the little marker object here down so that it's more in line with the top of the stone podium thing here. Now, this stone podium is its own little object, And I'm gonna just, tools, subdivide. Yeah, that'll do. I'm just gonna extrude this out in, various directions. Whoop. To give a bit more of a rounded rock shape. And that's mostly just to give it a big old podium vibe. Yeah. It's a big old sloping, vaguely roundish thing with a maintainer marker sitting on top of it. And because I have that texture set back correctly, I'm just going to go ahead and set that back to have its alpha on, because I have no idea what else to use. I'll just leave it set like that. Okay, maintainer marker bit is set. So, we've retextured the age, come up with some textures. We've put in a maintainer marker, and we did it correctly without the age or Blender complaining about it, you know, screwing up. So yeah, let's see. This Atagoat, this is Gahlahno. This is the age that I mentioned at the All Guilds meet this last weekend. It is a maintainer's version of Minkata. I'm just gonna export the age again real quick here, and we'll go in the game, and I'll give you a quick look-see at it all real quick. Not that there's much to see due to the fog. Oh, that's right. I need to show you guys the fog layer settings. Basically, what I found out is that the larger your numbers for your fog, the more clear the age is going to be. So the smaller your fog numbers for your start and your end values, that's what gives you a more tight and condensed version of. Oh yeah, and exploring Symphorium. Yeah, that was fine. That was fun testing that. I'm glad to put in the help and the effort. Whee! And the maintainer marker maybe needs to be sunken down a little bit better. But we got some stuff on there, but we can see it, and it's got some texture issues, but yeah. You cannot see anything in here, and that's the point. Look at all this fog. Once we put in the rain, and we have the music, and all the other stuff, this is gonna be the place to be, I tell ya. I maybe should shrink the top of this rock podium just a bit. But yeah, so, yeah, right here. So you see I have my fog type set to linear, and I have it start at 7 feet in front of me. That's as far forward as you'll see with it being clear. And then it ends at about 1,000, which makes it all really, really dense. And it's at a dense, it makes it close, it sets the drawing distance, basically. And so the density is at 13, and yeah. So the fog color and the clear color are the exact same shade of monotonous gray. And, yeah, that basically makes it so that X, Y, that'll do for now. That will do for now. Yeah, I'm gonna save this up, and yeah, I've not rigged it up to work properly yet, so the door is going to keep opening and closing and opening and closing and opening and closing until I set it up properly. When I do set it properly, it'll only do the sounds when it opens and closes. Yeah. Let's see here. Is Skies Blue on yet? Sky is blue? She on? Not yet. Yeah. But yeah, so, yeah, this is going, so yeah, so the reason I have the line of importance pointing the way it does is it's pointing at the central chamber that you arrive in. This is your 0 point, this is your point of origin, this is your return angle vector, basically. So, look how big this age is. Look at how big this age is. This is... I'm sure somebody's going to screenshot this at some point and try and use it as a map. But this is fine. But, you know, but that's going to be kind of hard to beat the point of the age. This is a very, very simple age as far as the physical layout so far. It's got a whole lot of potential and stuff to do, and but now that I have the coordinate thing built in, that means that when I go through and I finish, I gotta finish building out the back half of the age. This is only the front half of the age. Can you believe it? Yeah, this is only the front half of the age. And, it is super massive. Once I finish modeling out all the terrain, I'm gonna have to go in and break it all up, because that's a ridiculous piece of geometry to have as one chunk of geometry. That's, all I'm gonna say on the matter. But yeah, eventually, once I finish, modeling out the rough terrain, I'm going to go in and I'm gonna start building in, other aspects of the age, such as other structures or other points of interest. It does kind of look like a hand reaching up out of the ground, doesn't it? That was just a visual that I was just struck with, and I was like, I like that. We need more hands in ages. This time it's a very, very big one, and I wonder if people will be able to figure it out. Speaking of figuring things out, yeah, this is basically the amount of age that I am building based on another Age of Cyan's inspiration. I don't think anyone will be able to quite guess it just from this layout alone, though. But if you do, hey, shoot me a message. I will see if I can. Let's see, is Sky on yet? No, she's not. Let's see, is she actually on or not? No, she is not. She's really not on yet. Huh. Well, anyway, I'm just gonna stop beating around the bush here, and I'm just gonna say, it's been a lovely hour of working on this, but I'm going to take a break for Sky's cooking stream, and I will be back after she is... Actually, no, maybe I won't be back on after. I'm probably just going to keep working on building out more of the rough back end of the age while she's streaming. But, yeah, I will probably be streaming again on Friday. I do not know what time, but, I will be basically trying to avoid, colliding with any other, streaming events for, this week. And in the future, I'll be trying to avoid, let's say, if Karel and Iwonk are doing their streams on a Friday, I will not do any streaming on that Friday. Just check the, Mist Online scheduling, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's it. I'm just gonna call it here. It is 6 o'clock. Alright, take care, everyone, and I will see you on the flip side. Bye!